Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Green Valor, and I'm going to try and upload this video at the same time uploading my other one about the importance of open debate. Uh, just disclaimer, haven't been posting my videos lately. I've been doing a lot of work, so I actually got some time off. I have the rest of the week off because one of our suppliers is down, which means they don't need me coming as much. Next week I have a couple more days off, which is awesome. And today I want to talk about what it actually means to be driven towards a certain goal outside of a job. So, if you're a young guy or you're someone who's a little older, you may start to understand the difference between what a job and a career. A career is something you work towards, you strive towards, and you can build upon it. A job is a grind. It's a 9 to 5. It's what you do every day to make money and survive. Essentially, it's not something you particularly enjoy. You have a lot of investment in. You don't really care about what goes on behind the scenes. That's what the CEOs and the executives, that's what their job is, because that's a career to them. And a job can be made a career if you're making a decent amount of money. For example, a Chrysler worker in my region of Windsor, Ontario, that would be a career because you make a shitload of money and you don't need to worry about uh, working for yourself because you're so well compensated. Now, I want to talk about this because I'm trying to produce a lot of content for YouTube and trying to go with that route. I kind of want to shift towards more a YouTube thing. Hopefully, sometime later in the future, just because the flexibility, and I have a lot more that I feel like doing with my life than just the YouTube thing as well, and just this job. And regardless of it's sort of whatever takes off first. Like there are several things I want to get into. Right, I want to get into the YouTube thing, which I've already been doing. I'm almost 50 videos in right now. Stand-up comedy, started doing that back in January, so I want to get back into that soon and keep writing jokes because I enjoy it. And also book writing. I want to start writing some fantasy novels about the Crusades. Now I'm going to be doing some heavy research into it before doing that. I want to get kind of accurate, but a lot of room because it's just fantasy. I just think that time period's great to just throw some shit into and like I have all these ideas in my head. They'd be a good read. It's just enjoyment. It's not for like historical accuracy, but I'm gonna get close enough to where people are like, okay, this is I can get along because I do hate when movies or books or whatever are so far off their historical accuracy that it's just painful to read or watch. I understand there are a lot of people like me out there who feel that way, so I'm going to be doing a lot of research before I even start writing the book. For two reasons. First, because I don't want people to cringe every time they read it, like this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, and then at the same time, it's like, well, how far can I go? How entertaining can I make the book? So that's something else I want to do. So I'm talking about how what the fuck that is. How getting into a career is not like the end all be all. Like most people who are career driven, they have hobbies on the side, they have other shit they do. And that's because they have several ideas, because you can't put all your eggs in one basket. Alright? Like the YouTube thing might not pan out for me. I'm cool with that. That's why I got all these other ideas in the back of my head that I want to try out and see whatever one sticks, because that's what I would enjoy doing for the rest of my life. I'd enjoy writing books for the rest of my life. If that ended up panning out for me, great. I would enjoy doing stand-up comedy for the rest of my life. That would be great for me. I would enjoy that. Like I just want to go down these avenues, just try it out, just see it, and that's what this video is about. Just you need to try several different things till something sticks, till something starts making you money, and then that's what you can turn into a career. You you are not always going to be in a position where you can dive right into a career. I learned that the hard way when I tried to become a cop. I learned that affirmative action will fuck me really hard in the ass if I ever try to become a cop. Unless I have connections, I'm kind of screwed. Like I have no connections in the police force. I don't know why I went to college for that. Horrible advice. um, I should have just kept going to the military. But you know what? I learned a lot in college, so I don't really regret that. There aren't too many things to regret in life, so at least I got something out of it. Paid it all off. I'm debt free, so I didn't really get pulled that far back. I just lost 3 years of my life. But that's I went after something, and I gave up early on because I looked at it objectively and thought, well, I still have my security numbers, my private investigator numbers, so I still get licensed in both of those things. I still have that credential that I went to college, which is still more than the average. So I've got credentials in uh, private security, private investigations, and I've got that experience in all these courses that I took. So I don't look at it as like a negative. I did get something out of it, so positive for me. And I've got other career paths I can take from that, not just policing. I could do it in border services or anything like that. But in reality, does it really? Do I think I'm going to enjoy that? I don't know. I mean, I'll definitely apply once I hit 25 and I have all my credentials. I'll definitely apply to become a cop. And if that pans out, great. I got that career. But if not, I've got all these other ideas I want to get into and other career prospects. And that's the whole point of the video. You know, you have to have several career prospects in life if you want to make it into something you enjoy. Like the job I have right now, I work at a plastics factory. I just started working there. It's going on about a month now, and I actually enjoy the job. I enjoy the work. In the summer it gets pretty fucking hot in the afternoons, but they give us extra breaks, so it's not slave labor. And from what I've been told, I was just on the phone with one of the agency that was able to get me in there, and you're like, yeah, you're actually going to be making this much. I don't know if we actually went over what you're making once you get hired on full time. And I'm like, no, well, you glossed over it. I thought it was like $1 more. And he's like, oh, it's like this. I'm not going to give the actual numbers, but I'm like, that's a lot more than you told me I was I was going to be making when I got hired on full time. So, and in a couple of years, I'm making decent money at this job, which is awesome because now I don't feel so pressured into getting into something, outside of that where I could just build off of, but I still want to do that. And I think that's the important thing. Like if I make it on YouTube and I start actually making decent money where it's livable, I'm not just going to stop at YouTube. I'm going to pursue stand-up comedy. I'm going to pursue the policing thing. I'm going to pursue the book writing thing. I'm going to pursue something else because I got that free time. Right now, a lot of my free time is taken up by work and other things, friends, family, all these events. There's a lot of shit going on for me right now, which kind of sucks because I can't pump out as many videos. But the importance of this video is to explain to you guys that it is very important that you have other career prospects, because the one you have, you're dead set on, you have your heart set on, you just want to pursue it. You definitely need that kind of drive to get into that, but the reality is you might not get it. And you should not put all your eggs in one basket. Terrible idea. I've done this several times. I've done this with dating. I've done this with jobs. I've done this with video games where I've gone all into one skill tree in an RPG and it just fucked me over later down the road. So it's important to understand that regardless of the situation, you should be open to other ideas, other options, which is why I know I talk like I'm very closed-minded, but I'm really not. I observe things objectively and then I see, okay, this is wrong. I don't want to waste any more time or effort into this. And that's what it is. You need to learn when to keep trying to figure out a solution for a problem when it's just too far gone to worry about it. And that's just the reality of it. Sometimes a career is just way out of your reach. Like if you want to be an engineer, but you don't have the grades or the money to go to university for it, dude, you might have to give up on that career. You might have to give up on that whole thing because you're probably not going to do it. And in Canada, we're lucky because you can just take a student loan and still get it done. But at the same time, you are putting all your eggs in one basket. That's at least 40 grand, and you got to pay that off, dude. So you got to think, how committed are you to being an engineer? How committed are you to this career? And if you're wholeheartedly set on this and like you've got connections out the ass and you've got all these things working for you to get in there, pursue it. Go for it because you've got better credentials than the next guy and you can probably get it. But if you're like, I kind of want to do this, I would enjoy it if I got in, but yeah, you're not really like, dude, just if it's too difficult for you to get into and you're not that head set on it, like just drop it. Find something else. Think about what else you enjoy. If there's something that you can pursue that maybe you enjoy more, but it's easier to achieve, and maybe you're not making as much money, but at least you would enjoy it and you're making decent money, pursue that. Enjoy your fucking life, dude. That's what I'm telling you right now. Just do something you enjoy. That's what a career is. A career is something you enjoy doing. It should be. And You're not going to enjoy it forever. Like my dad, he wanted to be a mechanic, and he did it. He owns his own shop with his mother. But you know what? He doesn't fucking enjoy it. Like, he enjoys fixing cars. He really loves wheeling and dealing and buying and selling cars too, and he does that at his shop. But at the end of the day, he's like, like after 25 years of doing this, he's like, it's kind of a job, you know. Like I have no problem charging people at the ass for money because I want to put money in my pocket, and I love fixing cars, but it's not that enjoyable. It kind of takes the fun out of it when you're doing it for money, and that's true about everything. Look at anime artists. Look at game programmers. Look at game testers. Like those guys will get so, especially when you're working for companies like Ubisoft. I've heard some horror stories. Like you get so uninterested in video games after constantly working with it and trying to make it work. It's just no matter what career you get into, eventually you will lose your drive after so many years. But at least you'll enjoy the work a lot more than your 9 to 5, and that's the point. And you'll be making better money, hopefully. That's the video. I'm just talking about careers and what to look for. Really, that's probably what I'm going to title the video. Careers and what to look for. I haven't really come up with a great title for the video, but something around there would probably work. Anyways, this is going in the self-help section. I really like these videos. I know I don't get a lot of views, but I really enjoy making them. And it speaks volumes for me because I get to talk about stories from my past and how they apply here and try to really help people. And that makes you feel good. Trying to help people as opposed to just shitting on feminism and ideologies and crap. This, I feel like people will actually get something out of it instead of just mindless banter. My dogs are barking. Someone just got home and they're not calming the dogs down, or the dogs just barking at random crap once again. Anyways, I'm Green Valor, and of course, comment the comment section. Tell me how you feel. If you're in a career and you enjoy your career, tell me about it. Tell me about how you feel about it. Tell me about the process of getting into it, because I'd like to hear all that shit. And if you're trying to get into a certain career, tell me that story. I don't mind. I don't mind. Like, I'll respond to you. I don't have that many subscribers, dude. I have no problem talking to you in the comment section. On top of that, you know, like the video, of course, and subscribe if you like the content. And you guys have a good day.